Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. Long story short, I've had a lot on my plate in real life, so I haven't really been able to make any videos lately. As a reminder to any new people watching the video, I am a completionist account, meaning I do the collection log on top of combat achievements. So I'm planning to make a guide for every single aspect of the game, no matter how niche it is. So if there's anything in particular that you're looking for help or advice in, go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below. It really helps me out knowing what to prioritize next for my videos. Without further ado though, let's get started with the Tithe farm guide. In terms of inventory, it's very simple. All you need is a spade, a seed dipper, and 8 watering cans that are fully filled up. If you have a low agility level, you can bring a stamina potion as well. Otherwise, you can just wear a graceful outfit and you'll be fine. In order to actually start the minigame though, all you gotta do is walk over to this table over here, the seed table. Go ahead and in the menu, pick your highest level seed that you have access to. In my case, it's the level 74 Lagavano seed. It'll pop up in my inventory. I get about 100 of them. When doing Tithe farm, I highly recommend that you turn on the Tithe farm plugin. It is a default plugin as far as I'm aware. This will show up with timers for all your plants to let you know when you need to water them. I would almost argue that this is a requirement, especially if you're playing on Runelite. If you're playing on mobile, it's going to be a lot harder. I don't know if it shows the timers on mobile, but I'm willing to bet that they don't, in which case this is going to be a lot harder to do on mobile. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the most efficient way to do Tithe farm runs. So that way you can minimize the time that you end up spending here, because quite honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be spending a lot longer time here than you would like. To quickly summarize the strategy for this, the plan is to try and get, I'm going to call each of these rows patches. The goal is to have 5 patches done within a single run at a time. So that way they basically make it so that we don't end up like this guy who is doing 4 patches at a time. If you do it this way, where you do 4 at a time like this guy, you're going to end up doing about 7 runs per session, which takes a lot out of you, to be honest, like mentally. But if you do it the way I'm about to show you, you'll only end up doing 5 runs per session, which is a lot faster, especially considering that you have to do this multiple times just to get a single reward. So real quick, I'm going to explain the strategy and then I'll go ahead and showcase it. So basically the idea is to start from here and then kind of do a zigzag motion for these first 2 patches. Then what will end up happening is, because you're going to end up doing this one last for this patch with these 2 filled up, you'll go straight down and then you'll just go right up like this. And then by the time you end up here, you'll be restarting the zigzag. Okay, so it will end up looking like this: boom, 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 restarting, boom, 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 boom. It's just a continuous loop. The only thing you need to know to make this work, though, whenever you plant a seed, you have to water it right away. You can't plant everything first and then go back and water all of them. Otherwise, you'll mess up the timings and the strategy will not work. That's the only catch, okay? So it might feel a little strange at first, but trust me, once you get used to it, you won't even think about it anymore. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and actually do this so you can see what I mean. So I'm gonna plant here first, water it right away, and then we're going in a zigzag motion. Okay, we'll plant it, water it right away, plant it, water it right away, and we're just gonna keep going like this for these first 2 patches. Water. Now that we're done here, we're going to go immediately to the bottom. And since we're already here at the bottom, we're going to go over to the other side and we're going to just go in a straight line. It's really just the first 2 patches that are the most complicated. The rest are pretty straightforward. You just go in a straight line. Now that we're done here, we go straight over to the 5th patch. And again, we go in a straight line. And this is what I'm talking about. Now that we're already up here at the end of that 5th patch, so now all we gotta do is literally do the same thing again, but this time we're just watering everything. Zigzag and watering everything. One thing I would like to add is that when you're watering, as soon as the timer circle turns blue, which is the plugin, by the way. The plugin is what's showing the timer. As soon as that turns blue, that's when you can click on the next plant. Doing so will give you like an extra tick or two to run around, save you a little time. You're basically animation canceling the watering animation a little early if you do it that way. If you wait for the entire animation, for all the plants, you might not make it. Yeah. All right, so that's it in terms of the runs. It's pretty straightforward. It might take you once or twice to kind of get it down, but once you get it, honestly, it saves you a lot of time. I highly recommend that you learn this. It's not very complicated at all, and the less time you can spend here, the better. Let's just put it that way. Now, before we go, the only thing I want to mention is a quick tip, is that in the event, sometimes, every once in a while, you'll see somebody else doing this exact same method, and for some reason they like to come all the way to the end here and use the exact same patches that I just used. Simply put, you can still do the exact same method if somebody's already there. You don't need to hop worlds. The only thing you need to do is literally just rotate your camera 180 degrees and then just simply use the front section of the farm instead. You'll end up using the patches that the other person's not using. You'll be surprised at the number of people I've seen that just don't seem to understand that, and they'll end up fighting me over these end patches when it's like, you don't need those end patches. You just need 5 patches. That's it. But other than that, that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Really appreciate if you guys could subscribe to the channel. That helps me out a lot. Other than that, though, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.